everybody, this is Jackie Schomburg-Abstract, and today I'm going to be working, with some fuzz, with a gift card as my tool. That's my only tool I'm going to use from a painting perspective. No brushes, no color shaper, believe it or not. Just this clearly old, ragged gift card. So, first thing I'm going to do is just spread some paint around. So this gift card definitely has some history in it, meaning that when you see it's not flat on the edge, it has some paint built up already just from prior years of experience. Uh-oh. Just want to make sure I'm not messing up my other pages, which I kind of am. All right. And really, you know, part of my point in doing these exercises with just one tool or limited tools, limited anything, is to show you that no matter what your art supply budget is, there's always a way to make art. Always. So sometimes the fewer supplies you have, the better, because you get more and more creative. I'm gonna stick some paper behind this so that I don't mess up other things in the sketchbook. Like I've already begun doing. Okay, so this is just some Celadon green. Gonna use, some yellow ochre. Some white. Got some carbon black and some phthalo blue here as well. Let's see what we can get going on. All right, I am going to use my palette knife to mix the paint. Except I can't find one. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so I want to make a little bit of cream. My yellow ochre and some white. Okay. This is completely intuitive at this point. I have not thought through my colors. But I want to get some of this down. Once I get some base colors down, I will think through my colors a bit more, what I want to add and why. And I can go from there. Okay, so I can also carve through here a bit. Got flakes of paint coming off. And my paint is drying very quickly because I'm putting it on so thin just by nature of spreading the paint. Which is reminding me to dig through this quickly if I want to dig through it at all. Okay. Good base layer. Happy with that. Now, phthalo blue is extremely bright on its own. I guess I'll put a little bit of this in just so you can see. Okay, so phthalo blue is very, very bright. I guess I'll just put some here. Right, that is not subtle at all. And it's not usually the color that I like to use because it's quite something. I am gonna add a bit of water. And because I did it there, I will add on this side to keep them unified a bit, at least in colors. All right, got a little carried away on this side. But because of the way that I put this on, you can see how it's real scratchy instead of a smooth rectangle like it is up there. All right, let's see here. That worked out pretty well. Okay. Now, as I was saying, this is very, very bright. Kind of want something to bring this down. Okay. Don't know why I felt that was important, but there you go. Maybe I'll do some of those here too. For some reason, this side already, I've just been acting more free on it. Sometimes when I don't like this quite as much as I like that from a compositional perspective or just shapes, which then gives me permission or freedom to then be messy and free because I'm not worried at all about messing it up if I already am not sure that I love it. All right. So this phthalo blue is kind of overpowering at this point. But what I like to do is add some black. You can see that when I pull it, it's still transparent. But it's a much darker value. So I can cover up the bulk of this really, really bright blue. with this dark kind of midnight blue color. And then the lighter blue, the straight phthalo blue, becomes more interesting to me because now it's not overpowering. Now it's just kind of peeking through. Just following these ridges up. Just because I can. So this is becoming very geographic. That's not the word I'm looking for. Geometric. That's the word I'm looking for. Right? It's a lot of just squares and rectangles. And I'm not mad about that right now. I don't mind it. I'm not sure which way these things will go yet. I like how this is becoming these really thick, kind of clunky stripes. That I like. Where there's a giant stripe of the midnight going through everything. That's fun. Okay. Okay. So I changed my mind. I'm going to use some other tools because I just want to. So this is a blue colored pencil. My husband signed me up for something called Art Snacks after we were married, not very long. And this is one of the things that came in my Art Snacks box. And I've had it ever since, and I always keep it separate from my regular colored pencils for some reason. Okay, blue colored pencil. Now just some regular pencil. I'm going to cover my eyes here. Hopefully the pencil still has lead. Hey, well, you know it did. All right. All right. It's only a matter of time. Let's do some quinacridone gold. I'm going to use the other side of my card just to keep it away from the phthalo. Where do I want this? Over here. Paper is really quite a contraption once I get all of my layers of paper together. Having these painted on the edges is cumbersome when I'm tilting things around, but it really helps me protect the rest of my notebook, so for me it's worth it. I like that this is still showing through, so this is still turning this part of the phthalo green, or phthalo blue, it's turning it green. The pigment coming from here is just wonderful, in my humble opinion. And I really like how it's working. Okay. Let's try a bit of this down when it's already wet. Just little hints around here for fun. All right, I'm going to leave that for a minute. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to add a little bit of this yellow ochre over here. So it gives a similar warmth, but it's much more opaque than the quinacridone, which you may like or not like. I tend to like the transparency of the quinacridone gold. I don't know that I like that. Shaping this into more of a line than anything else. That feels better. I'm using the paper towels sometimes to blend things, sometimes to soften things, and sometimes just to dry things. Sometimes all the above. This I really like. There's something going on here that I'm really liking. This one, TBD. And you know what I want to do? I 100% want to add collage, but I'm going to hold back a little bit. Just a little bit to see what I can do here. Going in here with a lighter touch because of what I learned my lesson in the last one, just to highlight some areas instead of taking over. That's why it's good to work on more than one painting at a time. Nothing else, you can have a test pilot. Test pilot, crash test dummy, whatever you want to call it. Okay. I'm just gonna go with my fingers. See if I can make this texture a bit better. Nope. I'm going to go in just like I did with the other one and quiet, but gosh, I kind of want to quiet everything. Is quieting everything a thing, or is that just called starting over. Let's see. The thing that I've learned is, even though I'm frustrated with this right now, there's so many things that can happen in a very short amount of time that can make me love this again. I just need to figure out which things they are. Pro tip, if you're going to use a credit card to do the majority of your work in a piece, get one that's smooth, not with years of dried paint stuck to it. It'll help you out more. It's my 2 cents. Okay, I just dried all of this. I'm going to bring back my phthalo blue, because why not? I'm going to go back and I'm going to reclaim some of this section. Well, that was more than I expected to do. All right, well. Way to go, Jackie, going for it. Okay, that was unexpected. Let's get some water on there just for fun. While I'm waiting for that to do its thing, I'm going to add a bit more of this here to cover up some of the pencil lines that I've added. Not all of them, just to get some of the lines in front of the paint and some of it behind the paint. These are turning out nicely. These dots. Okay. Now, where do I want to go? I think I want to go back, add some black to my phthalo blue. And I'm going to try and create more of this depth and more of the rectangular situation I've got going there. And I want to cover some of this up. Maybe just this whole part. That's what happens if you don't let the blue dry. I wonder. Oh yeah. Some room left here to play for sure. Because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to cover over, I am making some extra marks here just to make sure that some of it stays.
Back to my dark side. A little bit lost in thought, guys, sorry.
Okay, that was not my wisest move. The direction of this. All right, that's clean. All right, this one's shaping up now for me. I like it a lot more than I did. Whoops. Until I did that. I think this is important. I think if I have some more white here, just more white. I think I might need some quinacridone gold there. Let's try that. Let's see if this will just drip down a bit. All right, if I can find my pencil. I think it just needs just a little something. I know I can cover up some of that. Just a little bit here and there. And that is going to be that. One more drop. All right, that's where I'm going to leave these two tonight. This one I might still touch up, but this one I think is pretty good. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with some areas in here. I'm happy with this area. Probably this whole area here. I like this. I'm not sure about this corner yet, but I can work on that later. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I can bring you a new video every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you next Sunday.